Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. This is BK. I've got another Facebook Live coming at you today. Joining me today is a very special and honored guest. This is Paula with the United States Marine Corps Foundation, Memorial Foundation. So, hello, Paula.
Hi.
Welcome
Good
to
be
our
with you.
Facebook Live.
Thanks.
Thank you for being here. I love all the background banners and stuff that you've got going on. So, why don't you introduce yourself and tell my audience a little bit about yourself? And you have to answer my very favorite question that I love to spring on people at the last minute, which is you have to tell us something not a lot of people know about you.
Okay. My name is Paula Sarles, and I am a Marine. I served from 67 to 71. I was an air controller. There were 2,500 women in the Marine Corps at the time, and the men didn't want us there. So it was quite an experience. That's a whole show in itself. And then I'm also a Gold Star wife and a Gold Star sister-in-law. That Gold Star families are those who lost loved ones in action or as a result of wartime action. And so my husband and my brother-in-law both died from Agent Orange, and they were 100% disabled at the time they died, which makes me a Gold Star. And one of my missions is to try to convince Vietnam veterans, especially, to get rated with the VA. And if they can, if they qualify to get to 100%, that gives their wives the ability to have some financial assistance. And that goes for the new guys too. Your wives need that assistance if something happens to you, and it really allows them, even if you've provided very sufficiently, it allows them to do things they wouldn't otherwise be able to do. So I encourage people to do that. Anyway, I didn't have anything to do with the military until 2000. I was looking for a bumper sticker to say I was a veteran because my husband got a license plate. The next thing I knew, a few years later, I'm the national president of the Women Marines Association. I co hosted the National Gold Star Wives convention here in 2013. I helped to raise money for the Colorado Freedom Memorial. The first fundraiser was in my backyard in 2001. And the Gold Star Wives had the first official ceremony after the opening of the Freedom Memorial. So I love the Colorado Freedom Memorial and urge people to support it. And then I got involved with the Marine Corps League and the Marine Corps Memorial about 2006, just attending things. And around 2012, I took over as president of the Memorial Association. At the time, was part of the Marine Corps League, and then we formed a foundation to remodel it. And I'll talk a little bit about that later. But since 2017, I've been the president of the Memorial Foundation. And I attend church. I'm very active in my church. Uh, enjoy fishing and hiking and doing things like that.
What about what's something that not a lot of people know about you?
Well, most people don't know that I like to fish, and I've fished here since I was 2 years old, and I know a lot about the mountains. We've hiked, and I've done almost all the 14ers, and just
Okay.
enjoy the mountains a lot.
What is your favorite fishing spot?
I wouldn't tell you that because then you go there and
That's a
fish
true
it
fisher
out.
right there. That is a true fisherman. I love it. That is the best answer
But
ever.
it's in the northwest corner of Colorado.
Fantastic. Awesome. Well, thank you. So we're here today to talk about the United States Marine Corps Memorial Foundation.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about the history. How did this get started? Where did all of this start from?
Well, the memorial itself was built started in 1974 and it was actually finished in 77. It was a dream of Bo Bowers. And at the time it was built, when you left Denver on Highway 6 or 40, which is Colfax or US 6, that was a famous intersection there, the 6 and 40 intersection. And everybody traveling west went by that until they created I-70. And I-70 now goes over the memorial or just east of it. But anyway, it was christened in 1977 or dedicated by Commandant Lewis H. Wilson to all Marines for all time. And it's really the only Marine Corps monument or memorial of any kind in the country that is dedicated by a commandant. It is the United States Marine Corps Memorial because of his dedication in the name of it. And there are other little monuments and stuff. We have one in Colorado Springs that's quite nice in a memorial park for, but there's a lot of other services in there. Anyway, from 77 till around 2014, it had its ups and downs, and it was kind of in a down state at that time. So leadership Jefferson County had a class, and they came to us and said they wanted to help improve the grounds, but they also suggested that we totally remodel it and make it as spectacular as it should be. And they introduced us to an architect. He was with Matrix Design at the time, and they donated all his design time and efforts and his team to come up with the original design. And it's been added to a little bit, but basic design is on the flyover that you're showing now. And the original dream was to have this memorial that is lit up. It's spectacular. You can't drive by it and miss it. It celebrates all the 50 states with the flags, and it has 5 walkways that tell a different story, which is a unique piece of this memorial. It tells the story of why did I want to join the Marine Corps on the path to service. And that path starts at the very east point and comes into the Honor Plaza, which is what we're looking at now. And it has images of young people from little kids to growing up. And at the culmination, you become a Marine, and that's him saluting there. But this path is the path to service, and each figure will have a story that tells why I wanted to become a Marine. Like I joined the Boy Scouts and they encouraged me, or I joined the Young Marine program and they encouraged me. And it just is a place to tell that story. Then another unique part of it is the walk home. And that comes from the southwest corner into the Honor Plaza. And that's a place where we try to tell the story of different generations coming home. We all had very different experiences coming home. And then the Walk of Valor is the walkway that comes in under the Eagle Globe and Anchor Arch. And that's for the top 5 Valor recipients. And the winding walkways on the north and south side of the memorial or grounds are an all services walk. And that's our architect, by the way, Ian Anderson. Anyway, the north side is all services. So like my husband's, his father and his uncle were Army. And if I wanted a brick to honor all them together, I could put it on that walk of service. And then the other walkway, the south winding walkway, is a Marine reflection walk. So everybody can have a brick there, but it's predominantly Marines and because it is a Marine Corps memorial. And that's a nice way that people can support us, is to donate using the Buy a Brick program.
Okay.
And
Talk to me
what
a
you
little
get
bit
it.
about the I was noticing on here the board of directors. Tell me a little bit about their history, who they are, how they got involved, that kind of thing.
Well, way back when, the Marine Corps League managed the memorial, and they have detachments all over the country. But they wanted to have other organizations involved. So any Marine-centric organization, and there are a lot of them, the Women Marines Association, the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation, First Marine Division Association, and a lot of things like that. Different organizations can have a seat on our board, and active duty units can have a seat. They aren't allowed to raise money or anything legally, but they can voice their opinion on what we should do as far as design work and events and stuff they help us with. And so our board members are members of other organizations, and we have predominantly we try to get businessmen. So like our vice president is a retired big businessman, Bill Purcell. He's the president of the First Marine Division Association. And our treasurer was a big business guy. He audited financial institutions and stuff for the Federal Reserve. So he knows his finances real well. And we have a New York Life member on our board. We also have regular Joes that, are Marines that are interested and care about the memorial, but they're members of the Marine Corps League or the Scholarship Foundation. Our Scholarship Foundation representative is a former big businessman. So, and we all try to help each other in our organizations through the process. When we meet VIPs or something, we share that information with each other.
Very cool. Well, one of the questions that just popped up in chat was if somebody was looking to get involved and they wanted to help out supporting the Freedom or the United States Marine Corps Memorial, what could they do? How could they get involved? Even because a lot of the my audience, they're not big business owners, they're not big corporations, they're relatively small independent operations. So, how could somebody like that get involved with what you guys got going on?
Well, the biggest way is to spread the word about the memorial, help us get that word out nationwide, because this is a United States Marine Corps memorial. And we have events. We have two events annually right now. One is on Memorial Day at 2 o'clock, and one is on the Saturday before Veterans Day at 2 o'clock. And we usually have a very distinguished speaker. So for Memorial Day, we had Lieutenant General Craparata, who recently retired to Colorado Springs area. And we had a really good turnout of about 200 people, and it was a great day. Started out very windy and cold and kind of warmed up. The wind kept going, but it was a nice day. And we like to have people come out, show up, take pictures, put them on Facebook, and just help us spread the word. The other thing is to use the Buy a Brick program, and you can learn about that on our webpage. If you have loved ones or if you served and you want to commemorate your service, that's a great way to do it, is to use the Buy a Brick program and donate. And what you get for that is not much because it's a donation, but you get a certificate showing you a picture of the brick within about 4 to 6 weeks of the donation. And then when the remodel is done, the bricks will be laid in the order they're purchased. So the sooner you purchase it, the closer to the front it is. So those are two ways. And then if you actually want to get physical and do things, then they need to contact me. And I think you have my contact information there. So
We sure do. This is the perfect time though. So some of my audience only they only listen to it. They don't watch. So
okay.
if you would take the time to verbally state how they can get in contact with you.
Right. They can call me and leave a message at 303-766-9023. I'm usually not where I can answer that. And I see you have 9022 on there. It should be 9023. And they can email me at president@usmcmemorialfoundation.org. President@usmcmemorialfoundation.org. Or go on the website. And there's an email alternate or contact page there too. And the website is usmcmemorialfoundation.org.
Fantastic. Paula, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for telling us a little bit more about this. And yeah, I very much appreciate you taking the time out of your day to educate us on this. I learned a lot. I appreciate it.
Okay, great. It was a great honor. Thank you.
Absolutely. To the rest of you, we've got some other great interviews. We've had some fantastic interviews since I've started this up again. They're only going to get better from here, or at least stay as awesome as they have been. Either way, next week we have somebody with Shackley. If you've never heard of Shackley products, they're going to be talking about how to stay healthy and some good stuff like that. So I'd encourage you to pop in like that if you're looking for natural supplements and things like that. So as always, if you know anybody looking to purchase or refinance, send them my way. If they are veterans and they are fully disabled, like Paula was talking about at the beginning, there is no funding fee. So that's a huge, huge benefit to our veterans. So if you know any veterans, we are certified veteran lending specialists at Alliance Mortgage Group, and we'd be more than happy to take care of any and all of your veteran loan needs. Thank you so much, guys, and take care.